What's up, man?
Nothing. Trying to, maintain my cool when dealing with like people who are just different than me.
I got you. So how
So
much longer y'all got? Middle school.
we got two more. We got two more meets, and then we have the city championship. So got one next week, the one after that, and then the week after that is like the championship. So
I
yeah,
got you. So how you feeling?
he's doing. I mean, he's feeling all right. I mean, he was pretty upset today that he didn't get 5.2, but I'm like, dude, it's gonna come. I was like, you're fine. I was like, you're on pace for, you're actually ahead of pace where we wanted to be, so we're good. Our end
Yeah,
goal
five.
for this summer was 5.2 consistently. So
And you already at five, and it's what, April? Yeah, you good.
yeah, yeah, we
You
good.
good. Tell him don't beat yourself up. Yeah, we got middle school states on the fourth for Savannah, but Sam got they got one game tomorrow, and then the playoffs start on Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep. So we got some good topics tonight, man. We got a good crowd coming in already. What's up, everybody out there? Thank y'all for joining us tonight. We got parents who love coaching and to they discipline the athlete, which we all know. You know, some parents like that, unfortunately. Rachel had a post she put up earlier about running a high jump. So we could talk a little about officials understanding the setup of running the events, but also talk about coaches. Make sure your kids are prepared before you send them to the event, because we all know a lot of times, especially on the field event side, you see kids come over there and they've never touched the implement, they've never done high jump at all, so we go touch on that. Um, Understanding the importance of a parent sacrifice, tying that into, it's not easy being consistent in what you do year after year. Takes work, takes time, takes sacrifice. This one actually blew up. We dropped it in the field events group. Ricky had this one. Coaches, what are some of your favorite catchphrases? So I wrote some of them down. We had some pretty good ones out there. A couple that I'm definitely gonna steal. And then thoughts of the new age athletes breaking records when they have better training, more technology, a lot of things that they didn't have back in the 70s and 80s. So those will be our topics for the night. So going back to the first one, parents love coaching until you discipline the athlete. What do you think about that, coach? You ever been in that situation before?
It's I mean, it depends on what the how extreme like the discipline. What we talking about here? What's the level of like?
No, not no physical
No,
discipline.
I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about as
Oh,
far
I
as
got
like
you.
yeah, as far as like are we yelling or like what's the scenario so I can tell you
Yeah,
how to
well,
feel
it could,
about
it, it could be yelling. It could be you made them do some extra runs. You made them do some push-ups. You made them do some burpees. You know what I'm saying? Like not so much like a physical punishment, but you didn't do what I asked you to do. So this is the discipline that's gonna happen. Like we played football. So like we used to do 6 inches. That was the thing in the off season because he wanted to make sure we had good core. So you do 6 inches. Everybody in the gym 6 inches. Every time somebody foot drop, you had 100 yards, no matter who it was. So you had to do, six. We did 30 minutes of 6 inches, whatever. Every time a foot drop, that's 100 yards. So you might end up with 1,500 yard sprints,
it. Oh
something
my
like that. Yeah, oh yeah. So you learn very fast. Hold them legs up,
yeah.
especially in the summer.
So I got I'm gonna hit you from both sides on that.
Okay.
Is is this like I'll use myself for example on I guess on both sides. I mean honestly, I'm a I'm not like that big guy, but I got a decent resume. I'm not Mister No Resume, but I got a little something on my papers. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So if I'm doing something, I want it done. And if it's not done, we got problems. Now I'm never gonna be like now while I get on a kid, yeah, because I have expectations because I know what they can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my problem is if a if a parent got a problem with that, like you gotta let me do my thing so I can help this kid. Like, cause if you could do what I was doing, you'd be doing it.
You wouldn't bring them to me. I like that. Chime in, coaches too, if y'all got some experiences. But yeah, you right on that.
And then on the other side, hey, as the parent, but on the other side, you see something you don't like, hey, you can keep it moving. Because I've walked away from some situations like, you know what, this ain't for us. Like I don't
Yeah,
like the way
no,
this is going
no.
down.
Listen, some punishments don't be justified. You know,
Yeah.
like you got to make sure you explain to a kid properly, and you also can't lump every kid together. Some kids go be at this level when they come to you. Some kids go be at this level. They not gonna be able to do the same things all the time. But there has to be a kid has to understand if you don't do X, Y, Z, then something is going to happen on the back end for me to get you to be at X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? You understand?
Yep.
And a parent got to realize too, like you said, you brought the kid to me for a reason. It's the reason you brought the kid to me because you want the kid to get better. You want the kid to get to, the next level, or you want the kid, to become more successful in what they're doing. So you got to trust the entire process. You can't
Yep.
just, it's like a cake. I can put all the ingredients together, but if I don't put that cake in the oven, it's not going to rise. Sometimes you got to put them in the fire. You got to put the heat to them in order for everything that I'm putting together to rise and to know, okay, I got a diamond or I got gold. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, parents, you gotta know your child, you gotta know the coach, you gotta know the situation. Like for me, grades is top. Like if you ain't got the grades, I'm finna work you. And I'm not finna work you like trying to get you to become a better athlete. I'm finna work you to understand you need to take care of the classroom because that's mandatory. Like I've had parents get mad at me because I sit their kid because they got D's on their report card. Shouldn't be mad at me. You should be mad at yourself and your kid. you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah. One thing when I'm releasing kids or something, if I like had them do some extra work or something, I'll go. I always make sure. I always try to catch interactions between parents and the athletes
Mm-hmm.
because the thing I won't tolerate is a kid being even a smidgen disrespectful to their parents. Uh,
Ooh, I,
if
I I
I
feel you
see
on that.
that, I'm going off. That
Yeah,
and if the parent don't like it, I don't care because like the day that kid, because me, I see the bigger picture, the sacrifices and everything. I know we're gonna talk about it later, but I see all the sacrifices, the time and commitment that the parents are putting in, and for you to fix your face or your mouth a certain way, I don't tolerate that. You can't. I can't coach you. You can't be on my team. Nah,
that's
I don't.
major.
I don't
I,
do it.
I I agree with you on that 100%. And a lot of times too, man, with you're an official. I've done football. I'm just getting into track now, but on the football side, kids get real disrespectful, and it's because, like you say, that disrespect is at home. So you don't respect your parents. How can you expect the kid if they don't respect their parent? How you expect the kid to respect their coach? How
Yeah.
you expect the kid to respect their teacher? Like there's a video of a kid just slapped the teacher in the face twice. He wouldn't have
Oh
got
my
he would
lord.
he wouldn't have got to a second slap. I'm sorry. It would have been, some furniture moving like they used to say back in the day. But if you don't respect your parents, ain't no way that kid gonna respect no other authority. So it's got to start at home. And a lot of parents now we've gotten to this thing where we try to be our kids' friend. I'm not your friend. I'm your parent. You can come talk to me. We can sit down. We can have discussions. We can be cool together. But at the end of the day, I'm your authoritative figure. And you have to realize that I'm here and you're here. And you got to also let your kids know that when I'm not around, your coach is here and you're here. Whatever your coach say to do, as long as it's in the lines of, you getting better in the sport, you gotta do what the coach tell you to do.
Yep. I do check-ins. I do check-ins. I'd be like every other week or something. I'd be checking in with for some specialist things that my son be doing without me. I'll go ask. I mean, hey, how's he been?
Yeah.
You know what? You doing what you say? You give me any attitude? No? Okay, cool. And
And
then
but
I'll
see the
ask
kid.
him, like, hey, I talked to your coach. Anything you want to tell me? No?
But
All right,
see,
cool.
when your
Take it
when
serious.
your kid when your kid know that you do that kind of stuff, you ain't gonna have those kind of issues. But when your kid know that if I go to you and say, hey, your son or your daughter was doing this, and the first question you ask me is, well, are you sure that's what they were doing? The kid go run all over you because the kid already know it don't matter what you tell my mom or dad. I'm golden. They don't care. They gonna
Yep.
take my word regardless of what you say, buddy. So have fun.
Yep.
So to have kids like that, you become a track star, a country cross country star, cause you
Yeah.
finna run. You
You
ain't
know,
finna mess up my practice for the other kids that wanna learn. Go ahead and get me 15 laps, little buddy. I see you when you get tired. You get tired of running them laps, and you'll listen eventually, or your parents will take you somewhere else. Cause I ain't got the time. We out here for free.
yeah. That's my name. That's my name on. That's my name out there. That's more valuable than money to me. My name's on that product. And it's like you up here, you're not listening. You disrespecting. Oh, coach, who's your coach? Coach Ricky. Coach Ricky. You got kids disrespecting like that?
But yeah, bro, you hit it on the head. When they get to the track meet, first thing they see is that name on that jersey, and then they say, okay, boom, yeah, that's hot feet. That's them done again. That's Ricky over there. Yep, you're right, 100%, man. So you can't have that tied to, and that goes for coaches too, because some of y'all coaches be hot heads too, be screaming at officials and stuff like that. People look at what your shirt say and what that team is, and they be like, oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going over there. You gotta remember, like, you're representing the brand, so you got to make sure that your brand is A1 at all times.
Hey, we talk about y'all. Just y'all streamers. We talk about y'all. Just so y'all know, we talk about y'all. We out there
Yeah.
cussing out officials. We talk about y'all.
Yep. Just,
And I'm
just
gonna
like
tell
just
you, it won't be a thing intentionally, but people will slight you because just off of that back of their mind that had been in there, they may slight you because like, oh, you know what? They up here, they got a problem. So I don't know, just try to be cordial. Don't always know you representing your brand out there. You have your name across your chest, across your hat, and you don't want parents and other clubs thinking you running a
a
garbage
zoo.
ship,
A
and,
zoo.
and and vice versa. I don't want people think I'm just like letting kids run about doing this and stuff like that. No, we respectful. We have some fun. We cheer. We cheer for our teammates. Hey, we cheer for our friends. Sometimes we cheer for our competitors. We like to see everybody do good.
Facts. Facts. And we'll close it out with this. Like you said, it's a brand. And parents, you got to understand. This is what my mom used to always tell me. When you leave this house, you representing my name. Don't make my name look bad. And that's the same thing we tell our kids. You know what I'm saying? When you out in the world, you representing the name. You represent us. Don't make us look bad. Don't make the name look bad. So that's a message, parents, that you can relay that to your children when they go out. So that way you don't have to worry about them acting a fool. So this will run us into our next topic, which is we'll actually go reverse. I'm gonna jump on the coach part first, and then we'll go to the officials. Coaches, when you sign your kids up for an event, because we know a lot of y'all do, you wait till Wednesday, you check that performance list, and you say, where can I put this kid at so I can steal some points? You ain't work with a kid all week in the event, but you know you trying to get that team trophy at the end of the training. That's cool, whatever. Everybody done did it every once in a while. But if you go do that, at least take the kid on Thursday once you done registered them, that they don't even realize that they registered for the event, and work with them at least once. If it's high jump, if it's discus, if it's javelin, if it's shot put, whatever it is, work with the kid at least once, because we all have seen the kids show up to the event and they have no idea what's going on. And you ask them, is this your first time doing it? And they look at you, because kids not gonna lie. They go say, yes, my coach has not shown me anything. Help them out, coaches. If you don't know, go to YouTube. If you can't go to YouTube, post in the group, and somebody will be happy to help you and point you in the right direction to get these kids right. It's on you, coach.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody, and I've worked a multitude of events, and we see it all the time. And the thing, you're hurting everybody in the situation when you do that. You're hurting that kid
Killing their
because
confidence.
regardless of what you think, you may end up embarrassing them unnecessarily. And something they may have been good at, they may never want to do that again. And also, that brings up you're breaking trust there too, because
Mm.
as a coach, they're expecting you to do what's in their best interest.
Ooh.
And when you don't do that, when you set them up for failure, I'm gonna look at you a different kind of way. If I'm
Stealing money too. Stealing them parents' registration money.
got my baby out here looking like he half dead, and got him out here, got him all hyped up. Now he going here, he's holding the javelin backwards. We done had that
Right.
before. I done
Oh, that
had
happens
kids
all the
come in
time.
and holding a javelin backwards. I'm talking about the real deal. Like, the pointy end goes in the ground, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Or they had a discus like a frisbee.
yep. And also another thing, you can get somebody hurt for real. You can get that kid hurt.
Facts. Facts.
Like,
Yeah, you don't play around, man. You don't play around. High jump, you see it all the time at high jump.
yep.
Especially the 9-year-old kids. They just throw them over there. The bar low. You can just hop over that. It's not easy. I know the kids make it look easy, but it's not easy. The kids that make it look easy, those kids train. Somebody said we don't have enough coaches to show kids. Unfortunately, these coaches are seasonal. We have more coaches for outdoor than indoor. I understand that. Listen, we got my track team. We have 5 coaches. Sometimes we have 4. We all volunteers. 9 times out of 10. What I'm saying is, if you go register a kid for an event, at least show that kid at least one time. If you ain't got that much time, at least one time. But don't send a baby to an event on Saturday morning that they've never even attempted to do. Because like Ricky said, you setting the kid up for failure. It's just like me sending you to class and you haven't been all week and now Friday is a test. What do I expect you to do if you haven't been in class all week and now you get to the test on Friday? You probably go fail. Like you setting the kid up for failure. Put yourself in a parent's position, right? You done paid $15 to get into the track meet. You might have invited some family. Maybe you traveled to this meeting. You got some family in the town. They done paid $15 to get into this track meet. And then your kid go out there and run into the mat 3 times for high jump because you never taught them anything.
Yeah, and this is the thing. There's gotta. And I understand what you're saying. What they say about the seasonal coaches and stuff like that. I get that, but whoever's whoever's the head coach of the deal should have some idea. You ain't gotta be an expert, but
No.
if you run that club, you should have at least a small amount of knowledge. It's like, hey, this is what you do. Hold the javelin this way. This is how we throw the javelin. This is this is what you need to know what your steps are. You need to know what your height is. That's a lot of things we get. We get babies, which I think it should be just fundamental is long jump. Every kid should know how to do long jump. You should have them babies know they steps or whatever what they need to do. And so we get too many kids like that, and it also y'all complain about how long these meets are. It's literally officials because like I,
Yeah, officials
I
turn
don't want
into
to see a baby
coaches.
fail. I don't want to see a baby fail. So that here we are, we teaching
You
out
turn
here.
into coaches.
Yeah. Instead of getting this meet ran officially, now I gotta sit here because I don't want babies getting embarrassed out here because I've been in that situation as a kid before, and I don't want that for
Mm-hmm.
the next kid. And
Facts.
then also, I'm trying to run something efficient here because I'm trying to get you out of here. So y'all putting the extra work on officials, and now we're frustrated because these babies, in our opinion, in our eyes, because we about the kids. At least the officials I work with. I can't speak for everybody, but officials I work with, we care about the kids, and so we frustrated, and then y'all throwing shade, getting mad because things ain't running the way you wanted to, but y'all create this situation.
Yeah, that's facts. Listen, I don't care what the job is. I done worked in a grocery store. I work for a Fortune 500 company right now. It's worth a lot of money. Every job I don't work for, you had training. It don't matter. They train you how to bag groceries. Bagging groceries seems pretty common sense. Got a bag, you get groceries, put the groceries in the bag, have a nice day. But even that, they train me in. So like somebody said, that's disrespectful. How you gonna send a kid out there to do high jump and you don't train them? At least the basics of jumping off of one leg. Because you already know most 9-year-olds, when you send them over there, they off 2 feet. They off 2 feet. That's just natural habit. If you don't have a mat, because not everybody got a high jump mat. We don't have a high jump mat. We go to a park that got one. once a week or twice, whatever. How many times we can get that, whatever. But at least practice on jumping off of 1 foot. If you don't have a mat, at least practice that much. Like this is things that you can do to help, get the kid prepared for the meet. No, everybody don't have everything. I understand that the stuff is expensive. We know this. But there's some things that you can do to have a kid prepared so they don't show up and get embarrassed. That's all we trying to prevent.
YouTube, baby. YouTube, baby. It's one of the greatest teaching things out there.
YouTube is amazing, man. Listen, listen. I've been coaching over 15 years. I still go to YouTube and find new stuff. I found some stuff today out on YouTube. Today that I'm gonna try. Actually, we tried it there in practice and it worked. And we go keep trying it until we get it perfected by July. But you got to put these kids' best interest. If you truly doing this for the kids, then you have to put their best interest at heart. And you have to think in your mind, is me signing this kid up to try to steal 6, 4, whatever, how many amount of points? Is it in that kid's best interest? No, because you might get the team champion, you might get a team trophy, but that kid feel like crap because everybody over there laughing at him because they jumping off of 2 feet. Everybody over there laughing at him because they throwing the javelin backwards. Everybody laughing at him because they throwing the shot put like a baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it in the kid's best interest at the end of the day? Listen, just like we said in the first topic, this is your brand. How do you want your brand to look on Saturday morning or afternoon? So going to the flip side of that now, because it do make officials look like they don't know what they're doing, because like you just said, sometimes officials have to turn into coaches, but we do have some officials who don't understand all of the rules also, because there are different leagues. You got USA, you got AAU, so some things are different. I know me, when I did football, we had like 3 to 4 different leagues I refed in. So we created these the organization I was in, we created these little cheat sheets. So when you was in this organization, boom, these are the rules. When you're in this organization, these are the rules. And sometimes I think the officials need to understand if they're doing a USA meet or you're doing an AAU meet, because sometimes they lump the age groups together. Sometimes they don't understand the difference in weights for the javelin is the biggest one. Arrow javelin, 300, 400, they go kill you on that, and then the shot puts, when you start switching up 12, 13 boys. So that's some things that you need to make sure that you understand. If you're going USA, you're going AAU, what's the starting height for high jump? Because, I didn't go to the meet that she was talking about, but if they started the bar at 4, I think that's too high, in my opinion, for 9-year-olds. Not a typical 9-year-old normal first track meet, maybe second track meet, they probably not gonna jump 4 feet. You got some that can, don't get me wrong, but the average is 3-1, 3-2, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah, for the beginners, for a high jump, like I always tell the kids, you gotta know the like I always make sure my kids can always jump those minimum standards, because that's not asking for much at all.
Well,
Like
no, I think most meet, they start the bar pretty much at the mat.
yeah.
So you should be able to get that.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these mats they big, and like you can't even take it down that far because the bar be below the mat sometimes.
I got you.
But no, 3 foot 211 is like the lowest it should ever go. It should ever.
Yeah, I agree.
At that point, it's just, and they're not doing it. You like I say, you just doing a disservice to the baby. Because I've seen kids, because I stay on the high jump tip all the time, and I've seen kids come and like, you know what, I'm out. I'm never doing this again. I've also seen coaches. Once again, I'm sorry, we jump back in the past again. This is also your brand. I'm gonna talk about high jump real quick. Once a kid is shook, it's it. No amount of
Yeah.
berating that you're gonna do is gonna change that. They shook. You ain't jumped over that bar. It's different. It's a different type of fear when you're jumping up there and you bang your head on that standard, or you land on that bar, or you miss the mat. You know what
And
I'm
you fall
saying?
off the mat. Yep.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of it's healthy fear involved, and the best thing you can do with that confidence is shut them down and give them another day and let them like shake that off. But you, that image they had of you just berating them, and then they go and do it again, hey, it's gonna take a while
Nah,
for them to get over that.
once that mental check out, most kids is gone.
Yeah. Sorry about
It's gone.
derailing again, but yeah.
Nah, you good. You good. That's hey, we here, man, to help people learn. You know, just give our advice on the topics and just open up people's mind to think. Think a different way. Because maybe nobody ever told them that. Maybe nobody ever told them that it's not cool to send a kid to a meet without preparing them. They thought it was cool. I don't think it's cool. But I understand everybody got different situations, different circumstances. You're doing the best you can, coaches. We don't never want to make it feel like, dang, coach, you horrible. No, that's not the case. Everybody got different situations. I just say put the kid's best interest at heart. That's all I'm saying. Put yourself in that kid's shoes. Would you want to go to that meet on Saturday morning and you haven't been prepared at all to do that race? No. Like I remember last year, my daughter did multis. When we figured out she was gonna do multis, we went and we for like 2 weeks we just ran the 200s because I knew that wasn't her thing. So I wasn't gonna just say, you know what? Nah, I know you go get shot put. I know you'll do good at high jump. It's the 200, girl. Just run on the curb. No, you gotta get them out there and let them try it a couple times just so they can get comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all we saying, coaches. So we gonna go to this one, then we gonna jump back because this one was cool, man. The catchphrases. So what's your catchphrases, Ricky? And chime in,
Um.
coaches, if you didn't get a chance to put in the chat, put in the comments. Y'all best catchphrases.
Oh, I got a ton, man. My number one go-to though. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. I think I cut out for a second.
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh, hold on. Okay, I bounced. Okay, I lost my signal for a second. All right.
You
My
good?
go-to, actually, we just had a parents meeting the other day, and I told every kid I had a but I'm having a nice little squad for multis this year. I'm hyped, but I tell all my kids I give my wide receiver my wide receiver speech. I was like, when you wake up every day before you go to school, when you wake up, when you're getting ready to compete, you look yourself in the mirror. Now I stole this
Mm,
from Bill Bellamy from Any Given Sunday. The man looks
okay.
in the mirror every day and he says, I am the greatest wide receiver ever. And
Mm,
that's what he tells us. I make my kids say, whether you think it's true or not, that's the mentality we got. When you with Coach Ricky, I'm the best javelin, I'm the best high jumper, I'm the best 1500, whatever it is. I am the best ever. That's off the top. When I was in it, when parents came and talked to me, I'm letting them know I want those egos for those kids for building their confidence out the gates because this is all new to them. And I tell them like, it doesn't matter. You're the best. When you come with me, you're the best. I don't care
I
if you
like
see
it.
someone doing better than you. You still the best. I don't care.
I
That's
like it.
my number one off top.
I like it. I like it. I like to tell them that my kids, man, I say, because like you say, you want their confidence to be high. You want it to be A1. I tell mine, man, listen, they coming to see you, so give them a show. Everybody here out here to see you. They're not here to see their child. They came to see you. So give them a show.
Mm.
And my other one is turn their parents into a fan. I want their parents to come take a picture with you after the meet. That's what I want. So they can't get back in the car with their mama like, really? That's what we doing?
Yeah. I say I can rattle. I tell my son all the time. I said because like so my son, and the group probably knows for the most part, like he has a few of the disorders, whatever. And so we always trying to figure out ways to like keep him motivated, keep him engaged stuff. And I always
I
tell him,
got
hey
you.
man, go out there and show him why you're you. That's
Mm,
it. Go out there and show him why you're you.
I like that. Hold on, somebody put in
Um,
the comments. It sometimes say it comes down to who wants it most. Okay. Do you want it the most or does someone else want it more than you? Ooh, okay. I like that.
yeah.
That sounds like the little Kobe.
I say, cause my son's a hothead, and I'll tell him, cause you know, he's a little undersized. He's a little undersized. But I tell him, like, when he gets all mad, I say, hey, you need, and a lot of my stuff I be stealing from songs too. I be steal I listen to a lot of music, but I like, ooh, that's dope. I'm using that. But I heard one. He goes, I tell Corey, I go, I was like, you know, put your temper to better use.
Mm,
Because being short's, a weak excuse. You know,
I got
use that temper. Yeah, use all that trash talk people. Use that should give you more fuel to
you.
go
Mm,
out here and once again show them why you're you. So
I got you. Mine is my favorite one. My wife get mad when I say this, but my favorite one to my kids, because we Florida State fan. We hate her. We hate UM. So I
yeah,
always tell them if Savannah got a bad throw, I say that's why you go end up at UM. And if Sam up the bat, I tell them you hit it. Sorry, you're going to UM. That's my go-to. When they hear that, bro, they lock in because they're like, oh no, I can't do that. And then with Savannah, I made her. I showed her some clips of Rambo First Blood. And I tell her when cause she wear the little bandana thing. And I
yeah,
tell her, when you got the headband on and you tighten that headband, right? Hey, it's Rambo First Blood, baby. It's time to go to war.
yeah,
They
man.
hey, they want it. They gotta kill me for it. We gotta go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
But we had some good ones, man. Coach Green had a good one. I like it. He say, we have a target on our back. So let's give them something to aim for. I
yeah.
like that.
I like
I
that.
like that. Every rep is a step. You know this one. Slow feet don't eat. We all done heard that one. This one made me laugh because it took me back to my college days with Mike Jones. You don't work, you don't eat. You don't grind, you don't shine.
Yeah.
281-330-8004. Anybody know that phone number?
Write down.
Oh, this was a good one too, man. Difficulty takes a day, impossible takes a week. But this is easy. It's only an hour. I like that. I like that. But now we had some good ones, man. But it's definitely, man. I went through. I'm gonna go back through. I'm definitely some I'm gonna steal, and I'm gonna use. So if y'all hear me using it, coaches, yes, I'm admitting it right now on live air. I stole it from you, but I thank you.
Hey, hey, always. I'm like, hey, when I have my group together, hey, they like, oh, what if I don't do? Hey, they start doubting themselves. Hey, let the losers worry about losing. That ain't a problem about
Ooh,
us. Let the losers worry about losing.
ooh,
That ain't our
okay.
problem.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I always tell my kids, man. My kids be like, "Who's here? Who's not here?" I say, "Bro, don't worry about who not here. Worry about who here. Worry about worry about who showed up, because that's who you don't worry about who ain't here. Worry about who showed up, because just because somebody you be overlooking somebody, they bust you in the head. Worry about who showed up." So we'll get to our next topic, man. Understanding the importance of a parent's sacrifice. I was talking with one of my coaches today. A lot of kids don't reach their full potential because the parents don't make the necessary sacrifices to put that kid in the position to be successful. No, it's not always easy. I'm not saying it is, because not everybody got, the money, not everybody have the time. I understand that. But if you see your kid has a talent in something, and this don't even got to be sports. If you see your kid has a talent in something, you have to make the effort to put that kid in a position to be successful in whatever it is. I don't care if it's school, I don't care if it's art, drama, chorus, whatever it is. Try to find a way, a program, anything to put that kid in position, because a lot of the successful kids are successful because their parents made that sacrifice.
Yeah, the when I talk to my parents, when I do the parent meetings and stuff, I let them know, like, the money deal. If you, we're not. I don't want you ever putting yourself in a whole or uncomfortable situation ever because you're trying to do something. But what I
Facts.
do expect you to do is give up your time.
Time.
That's what I expect you to give your time. Money, that was we can work around that. But time is a limited resource, and you can't really put a price on it. But it's a high price. And
Facts.
if if this is something your kid is passionate about and you chose to have these babies, you got, they passionate about it, you got to back them. And sometimes you got to give up. You got to give up some stuff. Listen, man, and my kids will tell you, anytime you ask my kids on the spot, you ask them, hey, what would your dad rather be doing right now if you didn't have to be here right now? He'd like to be at home playing video games, having a cocktail. That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you that every time. Because I remind them
Listen.
that that's why I would rather be. Hey, if you go out here and act a fool if you want to, I'm going to go back to the house.
In mine, they'll tell you if you ask them, I'd rather be in Tallahassee watching Florida State play. Like before we discovered Savannah was, did a thing in track. We used to be in Tallahassee every other weekend, man. Front row watching Florida State. Now we barely we going this weekend. Finally, we got a free weekend, so we go shoot up for the spring game. But my boy asked me, he's like, "Oh man, what games you coming up for the fall?" I say, "I got to get Sam baseball schedule first, and then we plan around that." Because you got to make that sacrifice, bro. It's if your kid got something like you say they passionate about, they doing they got to do in school, they good kids. Why not reward them with what they want to do?
I mean, you say what you say about your boy. Like I used to do a boys trip every year, and me and my wife used to go to Mexico every year. I ain't been to Mexico in forever. I ain't that boys. My friends said, my boys said, and they actually my brothers. I mean, we just call each other brothers because we're so close.
I got
They
you.
was like, hey, can you make to this day? I was like, hey, I got one weekend off, and it's all the weekend August 15th. If you can squeeze it, he's like, we in February. I said, listen, man, my time is booked. These kids, they say, oh, you can miss. No, I can't.
Nah,
I
man.
can't miss.
I don't know, man. Like it just hurt me when my kids doing something they plan and I can't be there. But that's a different kind of hurt, man. Like you be like every minute, like what's going on? What's going on? Like I be like rushing the Sam game because they games at 4. So I leave my job by like 3:40. But Miami traffic is horrible, so I get there by like 4:10. I'm on Game Changer, about to hit somebody watching. It's I don't know, man. I don't know how people do it. Some people can't. I understand some situations where you can't get off.
Yeah.
But if you can be there, you need to be there.
Hey, I hate that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I hate that I got 2 kids.
Yeah, because you've been in 2 different spots.
You
Yeah.
have to choose. You have to choose.
So you better than me. I'd be like, I don't know, man. Which one of y'all gonna be better this week? Because that's what I'm going with. That's what I tell my kids. They be like, who the favorite? Who won the championship last? That's the favorite. You want to be the favorite? Win the championship. Then you be my favorite. But you also got to make your kids understand that sacrifice too, because these kids today they take stuff for granted because we do it so often. They think that it's supposed to happen. It's like, nah, this ain't supposed to happen. I show my kids all the time. Look, you see them kids over there? They don't get to do everything y'all get to do. So be thankful and be grateful that your parents make that sacrifice and put you in these positions where y'all can be able to do these type of things. Because not everybody get to do what a lot of these kids are doing. Some of these kids be in a different city every weekend running track. They got a better budget than the professionals. Professionals be struggling to get to a meet, man. These kids be these kids are ran on different continents, man. That's crazy, bro.
We ain't did that yet. That's gonna be, I can't wait to do that. We never did that before, but I want to do it. But
yeah, man, imagine running a different country, man, as a youth. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, but some of these kids done did it because their parents make the sacrifice. You open up doors for these kids. You open their eyes up to realize, okay, I can do this on another level. Like people don't realize like that's the key. When you take your kids somewhere and they see, oh snap, I can really do this. You don't unlock the door, man. Like potential is just gonna float in. When you took your kids to JOs and they showed up. Now that like boom, now it just happens now. But it didn't it wasn't like that in the beginning. When you went to Houston and they went out there and did that thing. Now it's like, okay, I can do this. I can hang on this level with the big boys or the big girls. Let's ride. We good now, baby. Now when I show up, I ain't got no butterflies now. It's go time. But by you taking them there and letting them experience that, now you open that door. So they ready to go when it's on site. Now when you see me, it's time to work, baby. So Going to the next topic. Um, thoughts on new age. I don't know if you saw this weekend. In Oklahoma, y'all had hurricane force winds, but everybody was launching a discus this weekend, bro. Buddy went 74.
Yeah, man.
Well, the girl went 74 too. Then there was, I posted in the group, a 15-year-old girl in China. I don't know if you saw that. She went
Yeah, I saw it.
65 meters with the javelin. Bro, that's insane. That's insane. And the sucky thing for her is that she can't go to the Olympics because, which I just found this out reading the article, for throws you got to be 18.
Oh.
Yeah, like some of the other sports, you can be, you can be like gymnastics. I know you can be a teenager. I think swimming, I think you can be a teenager. But for the throws, you got to be 18. So maybe China appeal it because 65, she might podium with 65.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on the new age athletes? Because that discus record was like 38 years old or something like that, something crazy. But what are your thoughts on the athletes breaking the records now, being that we have better training, we have better technology, better nutrition, you know, the implements are better, they're more streamlined so they can cut through the wind, they can do different crazy things. You got different rim weights, all these different things. What do you think? Do you think that they should separate the records, or you think you break the record, you break the record? I don't care what time it is.
I love it. And it's a testament to like the thoughts behind it, the thought process, taking care of yourself, and it just goes to show. And it's nothing. And I'm not saying this trying to be disrespectful, I'm just being honest. It just shows you how much more potential that
Mm,
people have today because of learning from the past and like,
okay.
okay, I gotta get better. So it's appreciation of the past, but at the same time, but then it's also you look back, it's like, and I can say, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, it's like that record was trash because like you're gonna hear pretty soon, you're gonna get a lot of kids hitting those marks or in that area where you thought, ain't no way we getting that, and then people just start
Yeah.
hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, and there's gonna be another lull. And then probably by the time we about to die or something, you'll see another like bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam. Yeah, that's
Because
what
I
I'm saying.
remember, I remember men shot 21 meters was like, that was like, whoa. Now that's like, if you don't hit 21, you ain't making a U.S. Olympic team.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. And like and that's the same for a lot of sports. You know, uh, look at baseball. Look at football.
Yeah.
Look at think back today. Like Michael Vick was an anomaly. Now
hmm
you got a couple
That's
Michael Vick.
every team got a not as fast, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Every team got to run a quarterback.
yeah. Okay, the big example. Look at LeBron James. This
Yeah.
dude, what 30? He be 39 this year.
Yeah, he old. He's
Yeah,
still
he's
doing his thing though.
39, and he's putting up McDonald's numbers. Like what?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I'm not. I'm in shape, but I can't do
Nah.
like I used to hoop. I
But
can't do.
they say he spent $1 million a year on his body, which ain't bad because he's making about 100 million. So
Yeah,
um
but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just the technology and stuff is different. It's like, and that's why I say when people say like, "Oh, we had better athletes back then," I'm like, "Nah, man, these kids out here is like
but
next level."
I think I'm not gonna say that they didn't have better athletes back then. I think we have better training today and knowledge and information that they didn't have back then. You
Yeah,
get what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying.
Like you can look at our kids, like the kids, the 9 and 10, 11-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids that's coming up now. These kids are already spinning in shot put, spinning in discus. They doing crossovers in javelin. Like this is stuff that you didn't do till you got to like, junior, senior year of high school, if that.
Yep, yep.
You get what
Most
I'm
guys
saying?
didn't learn that till college.
So when these kids get to high school, look how much ahead of the curve they gonna be. Like it's gonna be like you see now, these freshman girls, man, them girls in Texas throwing 160 in discus as freshmen. Like those was numbers you didn't hit to senior year, and like that was still like a big thing. Like, dang, you threw 160 as a senior, like you going D1. These girls throwing that as freshmen now. You know what I'm saying? Like the
And
game
that's
has
what I'm saying.
changed. Like even on the track side.
That's what I'm saying. But you take it as a whole package. They're athletes. I like technology, yeah, but that's included in with the technology. So yes, they are better at total package. They're better total package athletes now than they were in the
Okay.
past. I'm not saying they didn't have the potential back then, but also another thing, they're built different. Like I don't care what anybody says. These kids are massive these days, man. I've never felt so small in my life going to a middle school with girls who are seventh, eighth graders,
They
big as
6 feet tall, bruh.
12 years old, big as me.
Bro, I never forget. We always think, oh, Savannah's big. We gotta take our birth certificate where we go. Man, we went to that first JO. I was like, my baby is small. One girl walked by me, 8 years old. She was at my shoulder. I'm like, check her birth certificate. You talking about?
Yeah, these kids are giants now.
Yeah, nah, it's facts. It's facts. It's facts. And the boys are even crazy. What was the boy? One of Nick's kids. He went 49 at 12 years old with a six
That's
pound.
that's wild. Man,
Bruh.
I'll be my son can sit here and go and sit. He'd be
I don't think I can throw
16 years
49 with a
old.
six right now.
He could be 16 years old, and he still wouldn't hit 49 with a 6 pound. That's crazy.
Bruh, you gotta see it though. He
49.
built,
I've never seen nothing like that before.
bruh. He built like Nick Bosa. You gotta see him, man. Kid is put together, man. He lifted and everything. And that's a question that Tia had put, like, what age should you start lifting? To me, I think it's subjective. You know, like you can start lifting at 8, 9 years old, but I don't think you should start. Me personally, I don't think you should start lifting heavy to a kid hit puberty. That's me. I think you can do, kettlebells, dumbbells, specific lifts. Make sure that they got, I think you should, if you're gonna start a kid lifting early, like again, this is me, this is what I did with my kids. If you're gonna start a kid lifting early, do body weight exercises first. Teach them technique first. So body weight squats, make sure they're doing the squat, correct. Push-ups, make sure they're doing the push-ups correct. We do wall sits, pull-ups, do assisted pull-ups, make sure they're doing it correct. Assisted dips, do body weight, body weight, body weight. Once they show the ability to control body weight, now you can introduce, 2-pound dumbbell, maybe 5-pound. On the boy side, 5, 8, maybe 10, and then you go from there. But you never sacrifice technique for strength, right? You see a kid struggling, yeah, put it down. You're not ready for it. When you can comfortably lift it, then we'll move to that weight.
And if
You
you're gonna
know,
be doing it, everything needs to be written down. There should be never be like, oh, I think we were at this last time. No. Pen to paper.
in
Every
the paper.
exercise that you do, keep a spreadsheet. Everything so you know that you're not jumping up too soon. You're watching and you taking notes.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I take notes on everything. So
that's true. Somebody say one day the throws of today will be trash. That's facts. Listen, this is all you got to do. And I'm not saying these kids was trash because these kids were good. They were just in a different era, whatever. Go look at the records, right? Go to 2010, 2012, and look at the throwing records. And then go and look at what the record is now. It's like for shot put, some of them like 6, 7, 8 feet further, bro.
yeah,
Javelin, like, you didn't see the javelin records when Brielle and them came through, and then your daughter came through, and Savannah, and then they start putting them out there. But them records was like 60, 70 feet. These
yeah,
kids coming out throwing 90, 100 feet now, bro. It's like, what is going on?
yeah. You can't even like the old record you don't like you can't even get in the top 8 off the old record. You don't even make the top 8 off the old record, man.
Nah, nah. I
That's
remember for us, we
trash.
came in. Savannah was 5 when I, and I had her throwing the 4 cakes. That's all I had at the time, and then we ordered the 4 pound whatever. But she was, she got the 6U record. She threw 14.9. I'm like, okay, boom. And I went and I said, okay, who got the 7U record? And it was Layla Jones, and it was 22.3. I was like, okay, we can get for that. She ended up getting 21.9, so we missed that one. I said, okay. So I'm thinking in my mind, the next record would be like 25, 26. Man, this girl went 31 feet. I was like, yeah, baby girl, I ain't even finna try to kill you. That ain't nobody throwing that at no 8 years old. 31 feet with a 4 pound, bro. That's insane. But the record just went woo. And then she just took all the records and just took them to a whole nother stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then in 10, 15 years, it'll be another Layla Jones that come through and just completely obliterate all the youth records, man. But that's just how it is. It comes in cycles. The training gets better. Kids grow, they get bigger, genetics, things, and it is what it is.
I remember when they changed the Olympic trial standards, and people were like, "Oh no, who's gonna be able to do that?" And then now it's like a joke.
Yeah.
Everybody was panicking. They nobody's throwing like that, and then everybody go up there and that's like they do that and they warm up throws.
Yeah, that was like women with 20 meters. Oh, a woman will never throw 20 meters. Man, these women playing with 20 meters now, bro. You got college kids about to hit 20 meters, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And it's gonna get even crazier because this crop of throwers right now that's in, the middle high school, bro, it's some monsters in there. It's I don't think people realize what's about to happen. There's some girls out here,
There's
some
some
boys out here,
freshmen
man.
and sophomores that are just out of this world right now.
Like you got the one kid just threw 74 feet. I forgot his name. 10th grader. 74 feet with a 12 pound in 10th grade. The record is 81, which is crazy. It's still standing. It's Michelle Carter's dad, Michael.
I
It's
don't think I
81
can
feet,
do
the high
70
school.
feet with a 6 pound.
Nah, I can't get that with a 4 pound. You know, with the glide and the spin put together. I ain't getting it with a 4. I get it with a discus, but I ain't getting it with no shot put. But yeah, he went 74 feet, man. But I think the record is 81. I think he might end up getting that. He got 2 years. I think he might get that, which is
Yeah.
insane. 81 feet, bro.
Yeah.
But now everything's evolved. Life evolves, track evolves. Even on the track, these kids burn. You got Quincy 45. You got Skylar. Skylar ran 51.6. You know what I'm saying? You got so one day, like we saw Usain, like remember Usain went that 9.5. Everybody's like, nobody will ever. That's gonna get broke one day.
Yeah.
So his 200 might go this year.
Because you
You never
remember when
know.
Michael Johnson was the man, it was like, oh, ain't anybody
Yeah, he went
touching
at
him.
19.3. We never thought it'd get touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it took like what? What it took? 10 years to come behind him? 13 years? When he broke it 2008. Michael Johnson did 96. So yeah, about 10 years, decade.
Yeah.
Some records are staying. Like FloJo's record, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one. In that 100, that's gonna be a tough one. But you never know, man. Sha'Carri might be ready. If she get her start off, she might get it. Hopefully she working with Christian Coleman on the start. If she working with Christian Coleman on the starts, she might get a 10.5, maybe a 10.48, 10.47. We never know. We never know, man. But yeah, evolving. The weight training is getting better. Food is getting. I ain't gonna say better, but they're putting more hormones and genetics in the food, so that's making the kids bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a lot of technology. Now I will say this is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll give it to you, and then we can close it out. You have to also remember though that these are kids, right? And just because you know of a workout, don't mean that you should be doing that workout with all kids, because they are still kids. They just published a report, John Schmaltz, CC Sabathia, on kids blowing out their arms in baseball because now they want you to throw hard. They don't care about, when we was growing up, you had Greg Maddux, you had all these pitchers. it was placement, outside plate, inside plate, off speed, fastball occasionally, whatever. Now they want fastball, 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 fastball. So you got all these kids out here doing major league workouts at 10, 11, 12 years old because they're trying to get the college scholarship because the scouts want you throwing 95 in 10th grade. And by the time you get 11th grade, you don't have an arm. You know what I'm saying?
Got
And
a wet noodle. Got a wet
yeah,
noodle.
you do. Bro, you will be amazed how many kids. Sam had kids on his team already had the Tommy John, already had the surgery, bro. It's crazy, dude. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, people be like, what? Like, we just let Sam start throwing the curveball. He's 14. People like, oh, he's too late. No, he just on time. We in 8th grade. Where we trying to go? Ain't not one scout at this game. Not one. He's just fine. We all right. You know what I'm saying? But even on track, don't just because you know something don't mean that you should apply it to every kid. Some kids can handle it, but don't put it on every kid. Make sure that kid is ready before you put it on them because their body might not respond the way and they might get injured and never be able to come back again. So, like we said in the beginning, put the kid's best interest at hand.
Hey, that's a good way. That's a good way to leave it, man.
All right, my brother. Y'all traveling this weekend or y'all good?
Yeah, we're going to Oklahoma for softball.
Okay. Yeah, we headed up to Tally for the spring game. No track this weekend. We off.
Yeah.
Next weekend, I don't know what she got. I think she got flagged next weekend. I'm gonna go up to Tampa and work with Luke them at Speed Capital. That's gonna be a fire meet. Listen, April 27th, Florida, Tampa. You need to be there. Speed Capital. Last year was a movie. It's gonna be a movie again. You get there, how you facing the place. Maybe get your mama new uniform and a book bag.
Yeah,
You never
man.
know. Ricky came down and stole one, so you gotta be careful of them people that come from other states and take your mamas back to their state, man.
Yeah, Oklahoma, we're gonna get one took for them in May, and we're gonna get down to Oklahoma to steal one from them.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all get that nice Oklahoma breeze. Go to Javelin by 120.
Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, that's a
Man,
whole other conversation.
man, that breeze was. I don't know if did you see when he threw the 74?
No, I didn't see the video.
Go back and watch the video and just listen to the microphone, the audio. Sound like a hurricane behind him, bro. I ain't taking it away from him. He threw it. He did his thing. He a young buck out of UCLA. No, Cal. He go to Cal. He's probably gonna end up throwing 75, 76 though before it's all over. He's only 21. Crazy to think that with a 2K disc. Yep. All right, my brother. Safe travels, man. Good luck to y'all. Bring home another championship. See, she got one in volleyball. Now go ahead and get you one in softball, my brother. Y'all be good.
All right, God bless y'all.
Stay blessed, everybody.
All right, bye-bye.